on the rear of your unit, you also have several fans. These fans are attached with a male power cord, which you have to unattach by clipping the zip tie with a pair of scissors or razor blade. Now the cord is attached to the fan through a little two-prong male to female element here. I'm going to pull out slightly so you can see how it connects. If that ever comes loose, just make sure that it's pushed down firmly and snugly. Now on the outside of your fans, these are the two lower muffin fans. There is a special cover that prevents mold and large dust from entering into your system. Now this filter you can actually take and remove and wash in the sink to prevent it from getting clogged up, but you should use this to prevent different types of contaminants from getting inside your cabinet. That sits right inside the housing and once again snaps right back on to your cover. Rear of your unit you also have several exhaust fans. This particular fan is meant for your inline duct system that actually pushes cool air through your light reflector. Now on this side of the duct we actually have your 6-inch inline duct fan, and on the other side we have the exhaust line. Now the air that's exchanged through these tubes does not need to be exhausted outside of a room with any type of external ducting device. It recirculates the air within the room. Okay, so we're always working within a room. There's no need to duct outside. Now one thing that we've had happen on occasion is that these two nuts will occasionally come a little loose during shipping. So when your shipment arrives, always make sure that these two nuts are very tight. If they come loose, your housing can vibrate slightly, which can cause a little noise, and it should be very quiet. If it's not, it's occasionally just that one of these two nuts becomes a little loose. So just check the tightness on those. Looking into your cabinet, the next fan that we're going to speak about is your carbon filter / ozone generator fan. This fan inside your unit actually sucks air, hot air from inside the cab, and blows it on down through this tube. And we're going to walk around back, take a quick look. You can see that the carbon filter actually snaps on to the rear of that tube, and hot air from inside the cab is forced down through the duct and down into your actual carbon filter. Now on the filter itself there's several elements. The one element is that the unit is full of activated carbon that effectively removes odors. Now the efficiency of activated carbon is somewhat limited. It depends on your room humidity and several other factors. So on some occasions, the carbon alone will be enough to get rid of odors completely. On other occasions, it'll require a little more aggressive approach to make sure that there's no odors in your room. Now, to handle that, we've also included an ozone generator, which you can't see, but it's actually inside the unit. Now, the ozone generator produces an aggressive ozone molecule that breaks down odors in the air, yet is still at safe enough levels where it's not harmful to people or plants. The way it works with the ozone generator is that it's attached through a white cord that extends from the bottom of your unit. Once again, simply remove the zip tie that's attached to your power cord and plug the unit in when you actually want your ozone generator to work. Now, so long as the carbon filter is attached, even if this unit isn't plugged in, the ozone generator, it still will filter your air. However, if you notice that it takes your smell from a 10 to a 6 but not down to a 0, you may want to plug in the ozone generator to help compensate and ensure that there's no odor in your room. On a side note, if you're in a very small environment, under a 5x5 room, you should put your ozone generator on a timer and run it intermittently so that the ozone levels in your room don't get to a irritating level, which once again only happens in an extremely small space and only if it's run constantly and only if someone is very sensitive to ozone, which once again is very rare.